stopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process.
From the heart of Charlotte, North Carolina, welcome football fans to Bank of America Stadium. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Vegas! Yes! Tempo!
Coming out throwing is Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Give up the gut to Bigsby. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ready to run! Here we go.
From the 36. Put some heat on this deep ball. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away.
Touchdown. It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff here to Jacobs. Has a lane past the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, May. Dumped off to his running back. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's May. Chased out to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. It is Cup, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Defenses are finally surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing a fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators...
Charging down the middle, and they block it!
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now. And wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Out of the pistol, Williams taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Brought in inside the 20. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
What is up?
Going with Bigsby here. And he's going to be encouraged out of bounds there with a pickup of 4 and 2nd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
What is up?
Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Williams hit, that ball's out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. Unfortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
First down throw for May. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Back to the air. It's May. Has him on the quick hitter. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. May now from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jacobs will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready to go.
From the 32. Makes the grab in bounds left side. No stopping here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ready to.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He puts some power on a deep one left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Has him running the comeback. And they got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Williams from the gun. He puts juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yes.
Looking from the gun, Williams. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams on first down. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
They'll come up first and 10.
Ready to hunt!
From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Williams off the play fake. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings him to first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field. and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Out here broke, they damn weird. Them little mama betters, but they diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Ike and Tina, Orange, Richard Mill on me dancing just like
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
What is going on?
Williams gonna run with it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Gano for the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Going run again with Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. The defender. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's May to the air. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the two. No gain on that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Buccaneers who have it 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. Cutting the goal line. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get a late score and tie it before the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick. Bucks get lined up and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. On play action, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top with the deep threat.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third down, here's Williams. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So second down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Carry here for Bigsby. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, third down coming. Now Williams. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this one belongs to the Bucs.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Completed over the middle. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers grow their lead to 8. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
For a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Oh no, he lost control of another one. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Buccaneers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Gets it through the middle. He's taken down at the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And the Buccaneers first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Throwing for the end zone. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone. And now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. His only previous one thus far was blocked. Up and good from Fairbairn. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Good now, we're ready to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. Catches May down the right sideline. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running on first here with Jacobs. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. To throw, here's May. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Finds him on the crossing route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Trying to throw for it with May. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And the stop was made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending first and goal from the 3. Jacobs. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass lines up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So now, here's third and goal. May now from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you have a chance to win. At the lead of the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Bigsby. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down throw by Williams. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here for Bigsby. He's able to cross midfield before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Williams on the play action. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
46 yards. That's another Carolina Panther. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams going to run with it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Vegas! Yes. Tempo.
He's throwing for it! And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly right on the spot.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. And out to Jacobs to start the drive. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the 32. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. Takes out a one-stop. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That's pulled in by Golden. And he'll get it up to the 44.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's 2nd and 7. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lead by 14. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run this with Bigsby. Escapes a defender. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On play action, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Ready to launch.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. It's caught by Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready to launch. Touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Going the out route complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Makes the grab in bounds left side. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's made in the air. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Jukes one defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Panthers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
22.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Complete to his back. Take Bigsby. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
They'll come up first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face second down.
and 10.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, it's flying around and making the play. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Vegas, Vegas.
Third down, here's Williams. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now a point after to bring it back within one score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. May looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Jacobs running left. Trying to find his way back to the middle, but he's stopped after a yard. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They stick with Jacobs. This is going to take him off to the cross midfield there at the opposing 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Next on the crosser. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Shotgun give down to Jacobs. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up second down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. He'll throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Panthers first down.
Again, it's Bigsby. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I get record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood.